Mute. Oh my god, did I mute you? Do I have the power?
Welcome to a little talk with Lil Joey, and we have an unexpected but an awesome guest with us, Brooklyn, the big deal Barwick. How are you doing?
Hi, my name is Big Deal. I'm doing good. I'm finally getting my Lil Talks interview. Fun fact, I was the first one he ever interviewed, but the interview is now gone. So now we're
It is
redoing
still
this.
on Spotify, but yes, she was my very first interview ever, which is really, really cool. So we're back to the roots. First off, I just want to say congratulations on your fight with Amber. I think despite what everyone was saying, I think you clearly won that fight just from, yeah, you were robbed, in my opinion.
In
Um,
everyone's opinion, I am going to live with that for the rest of my fucking life. That belt is supposed to be mine.
you got to get your
Sorry.
get back on that.
Bro, I have evidence that she's trying to go traditional pro in order to avoid me. Like, no,
Bro.
no, and my coach was like, dude, because keep in mind, I am a good boxer, but like, I'm not like fucking Amanda Serrano, fucking, or, any of those bitches, like, real proper pros. If she was getting mollywopped by me, she's gonna die in a fucking traditional match, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's not even me being disrespectful to you, Amber. Stay in the influencer lane, but you can't avoid me. I'm sorry. Like, we need a rematch.
Isn't she's like 0 and 2 and 1 or something now?
She's 0-2-1. She's supposed
Yeah.
to be 0-3.
Oh my gosh.
In my eyes, she's 0-3, all right? And actually, USA Boxing and WBC said the same shit. So
Oh
shout out them.
damn.
Shout out them.
Well, first I want to say that seeing you go from, your first match on IFL all the way to your last fight with Amber, the improvement
In a
is
year.
definitely there. Yeah, it is
In a year.
insane. It's insane because the improvement, I think, not enough people are giving you credit for because,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you were kind of thrown in there with Nikki for, you
Shits and
know,
giggles. They wanted me
yeah,
to be a bum.
yeah, and now you're making huge waves in the scene, going on CFN, soon to be DKM against Tina Snows.
Let's go.
So
Tina, I'm about to get knocked down.
I think you've made it. You've made your mark on the scene for sure, being from IFL, Rough and Rowdy, DKM, freaking what was it? Whatever that other fight promotion was. I can't even remember what it was called.
West Virginia Tough Man, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and then it's just insane to see.
Fight
So how?
markets. Oh my God, I
Yeah,
did a
fight
lot.
markets. Oh my gosh, yes. So, so how's it been like kind of being able to kind of turn around what was initially supposed to be like, oh, we're just throwing her in there to now being making your footprint in the scene.
Okay, so honestly, like when I got thrown in with Nikki, I will say this until the day that I die. That match was supposed to be rigged. Even though it wasn't the best on my end, I only had 2 months of training. Um, they just wanted to feed her a win. It happens in boxing. You get a bum, you feed them the padded W, and then you move on. They weren't expecting me to be like, all right, well, I'm gonna go on Rough and Rowdy 2 months later. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that. Like, and I went through surgery. I went through a fucking public breakup with people hating me that we all know about. I went through fucking going to Misfits as a spectator. I went through going through Ring Girls. I went through so much trial and error throughout this year to kind of get my mark on it. And I don't know, like what people at my gym call me is like a firecracker. Like, you know how it just goes like you just explode. Clearly within my personality, I'm an explosive person. Whether it be like I get mad or I get like instantly happy or like, like shit, like going on random brand deals like Hayabusa, like fucking Adams, like random ass shit that you wouldn't expect me to get. Like, and I honestly am blessed. Like, shout out all my sponsors, but I'm blessed, but it's just I don't know. Like it was just supposed to be a one-off thing, and now I'm at Church Street Boxing, and the one one shout out I will give is to Paul Bamba, if you guys know him. After my rough and rowdy appearance, he was like, "You suck," and I was like, "You know what? I know." And then I got my new coach, and my new coach has literally installed belief into me. He had an amazing pro career himself, and now I'm his little protege. Now we work every day. Shout out Mike. So
Love
it's
that.
a lot, Joey. It's a lot. Like I've been
Yes.
through a lot in a year. It feels like 5 years, but it's been one
It
year.
is no, yeah, it is actually crazy how much has like gone on in the span of just 1 year, especially like
5 fights 1 year.
yeah, like
I
mo
was the first one to
it's
do it.
it's insane. It is insane. But like one of the things I do want to ask you is personally, do you think, the public has kind of given you some kind of like you've gotten some kind of redemption with the public after kind of going through all these trial and errors?
Not gotten redemption. I think in traditional boxing world, fuck yeah, I've gotten redemption. I've been on the Boxing Voice. I've been on, obviously I got recognized through USA Boxing, WBC. Like I think like traditional boxing world, fuck yeah, like they love me. But influencer boxing, I'm not even gonna lie, like it's ass. Like nobody fucking actually knows what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to boxing. I don't want to say nobody. There's a small few, but I'm gonna just loop everyone in. Nobody knows what they're talking about, and they all just like bandwagon. Like everybody's a bandwagoner. Oh, we hate this person. All right, cool. Let's hate them. Oh, this person is doing this. All right, cool. Let's do this. Like it's very much a clique, and I think I was talking to you about this. Like very much like on the back channels. It's like I obviously was a prick. I had a mental health episode, which we don't want to talk about. I want to move on with that.
Yeah.
But and I like went through so much shit in the public eye. I grew up in the public eye. I was literally an influencer, which is the reason why David Christopher even fucking asked me to be on Influencer Fight League, is because I had my fucking roots with David, Logan, like all of these like good name people being their production assistant, whether it be like me in content. Ice Poseidon was my fucking lip tattoo. It's like I was there. I was always like game for all this content. But now it's like in boxing, what at least I think I realized is that it's a lonely fucking path. So the redemption is still going on, and I still call it the redemption tour because I don't feel like I'm going to be redeemed until I actually get to sit down in a boardroom with Mams and Jake and be like, look, I'm sorry. Here is my funding. Here is my backing. I have people that will actually leverage your platform. Like, come like make a fucking like deal with me, like reason with me at least. You know what I mean? Like I don't even
Yeah,
think
level with
like
you.
yeah, like I don't even think that I would be redeemed until it's that moment because as much as Misfits is not my end goal, it is one of my targets. Um it just fucking sucks that like there is a home for influencers on that platform and it is very much a clique. Like it's insane. I've talked to like I'm not gonna say the exact organization representatives because I ain't no snitch, but in traditional boxing world, let's just say Misfits is kind of a fucking joke, and it's sad. Like come on, man. Like you can't just keep having OnlyFans girls be coming on the cards in 16-ounce gloves. I'm sorry. Like, put me in eights. Put me in. I'll go anywhere from 112 to 125. Like, come on, man. Like, it's insane. And it just last thing I'll touch on is I'm a short girl. I'm 4'11". Joey, you know what I'm about to say. If somebody says it is their height that is the disadvantage, fuck you. I have fought some tall bitches and I will continue to fight tall bitches because everyone is goddamn taller than me. Huh. All right.
Well,
There's
let me ask you about that though, because speaking of, you know,
I know what the question is. Say it.
yeah, so Carla has kind of expressed her kind of interactions with Nikki throughout fight week and even after the fight
Regina
where
George.
like how did it feel seeing somebody else kind of being on the other end of fighting Nikki and having kind of
It
like a negative experience?
Oh my God. So it is finally coming to light that this girl's a mean girl. And I am so sorry. Like, everyone, realistically, everyone bandwagoned to put her on Misfits because of me, because of what I went through. And I don't think, honestly, she deserves to be there. I really don't. She was very rude to Carla. She was like very clicky during the media workouts, making fun of her. It's one thing to like make content out of it. AJ has done that before. Like, oh, throw something in the ring or like
The
do something like
flower
that.
and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. But like, it's another thing to get like all the champs, like Julie and fucking Elle, and being like, oh my God, look at her boxing skills. Like, they suck. When Nikki, I'm sorry, but your basics with fucking Fortune Boxing Gym is ass. Like, you are the epitome of like a fucking boxerciser, which is what like people call when you just do like the little patty cake pads and shit. And it felt really refreshing that Carla, unfortunately, she did have to deal with her, but it felt really refreshing that she knew that I wasn't lying. And me and Carla have not had the best track record. She because I called her a whore on my Instagram, I have been literally banned from going live on Instagram for 9 months. A whole ass kid has been born since I called this woman a whore. And I
Damn.
I know, I know. We talk about this all the time. Like, it's just it sucks because Carla now sees, holy shit, Brooklyn, you were right. Like, I am so sorry for ever doubting you. And shout out to Carla. She's actually a really good person. We're
So you guys
thinking
have
about,
talked recently.
yeah, I actually talk to her quite frequently, probably like once every 2 weeks, once a weekish, because I'm really good friends with Arya and Peppa, and they are validated as fuck. Like, they basically had to like sit down with like her and be like, yo, like, we spent a week with her in England. Like, she's not Big Deal who it is. Because Big Deal is an act. I do want to, like, portray that. Big Deal is an act. And everyone until CFN thought I was just some girl just doing this for the clicks and the views. But no, there was a reason why I went incognito. You even said, wow, like, what the fuck? Everyone did. Like, I could track every single person that was like, wow, what the fuck? You actually have skills. I have to thank fucking Michael Hughes for that. I have to thank my coach for that. And I have to thank Church Street for that. Because, again, I will say it, I was an asshole. I went through a mental health episode. And without them, I wouldn't have had to grow up. And I had to grow up really fucking quickly with being in that ecosystem because Church Street is more validated than I will ever be. And they have so many good pros. They have so many good legacies since 1997 that I'm not just their legacy. Obviously, now I do the influencer thing. I do put them on my platforms. I'm not sponsored by them. I pay a mortgage payment and a half, I say. But the thing is what like Peppa, Aria, Danny from DKM saw, like everybody saw, is Brooklyn means business. And what's funny is Amber during my fight week was similar to what Nikki was with Carla. And Amber was like, oh, well, Brooklyn didn't talk to me. Brooklyn didn't do this. Because same shit. I didn't want to talk to her. I straight up didn't want to talk to her. Her coach tried to press my coach. She tried to say all this nonsense about me in front of the WBC. And at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, cool. Like, you clearly picked me to be a bum, and then you got mollywopped in that fucking ring, and I was robbed a fourth round, and you looked tired. I literally watched the replay last night because I knew we were doing this Zoom interview. Her corner compared to mine, actual insanity. Then I watched IFL. My corner in IFL was insane. Like, my mind was elsewhere. Like, I love the place that I'm at right now because I actually know how to box. I actually know how to fucking scrap. And yeah, I am short. I'm 4'11", but at the end of the day, like, what it is, what it be, what it do though. Nikki, you can't say that you're 5'2". You don't spar anybody 5'6". How is it that I'm 4'11"? My sparring ranges from my height all the way up to like 5'9", 5'10", depending on who we get. Like, I don't know, but it's just it's really refreshing. And it's really refreshing to see that loads of people, yourself included, my ex-boyfriend included, because she literally fucking Ben Knight, Sandy, and Muhammad literally ignored them the entirety event, when in reality, why is she there? She is there because of the fan. She is there because of all the shit with me. Like, the respect level, like, you can just tell she's entitled, and that's why I will call these girls Regina George. She may not have an OnlyFans. I can't do the OnlyFans assassin thing on her, but she's definitely a mean girl. So it's just refreshing. And I'm sorry for my rant, but you know
No, you're
damn well I feel very passionate on that.
good.
Very fucking passionate because I legit was never mean to her. And I don't care. You can paint me out as, oh, I'm a mean person, da 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 da. I loved what Carla said. Okay, this time I won't talk to you at all during the rematch. And I will still fuck you up. Like, that's how I feel. That's how I literally fucking feel.
Well,
So,
one of the things that you said that kind of had me thinking was the fact that you said you had to mature really quickly. And the fact that you've taken boxing so seriously and you've shown that improvements can be made with a dedicated work ethic and,
mhm.
you have a great gym around you. So I think that's really awesome. And I really wanted to highlight that because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm fine to admit this. I'm gonna get slack for, having this interview, but I mean, you're a big part of the scene and you're not Juan, so I'm not like I still
Oh.
not to make it about me, but I still don't understand why everyone was mad at me for calling out platforming Juan, but it is
Oh
what it
my God,
is.
no. I don't like the cancel culture, the bandwagon. That's what I'll keep saying. I think I told you this, like, just take the L and move on. Like, I think a lot of people in this scene, not even just you, not even just me, not literally everybody needs to just be like think for themselves. That is the one thing I think that a lot of people need in this scene because at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, if I hate somebody, that doesn't mean that Joey should hate somebody. And if Joey hates somebody, that doesn't mean that I need to hate the same person. I think people need to think for themselves and people just need to, like, honestly just grow because this scene is a bunch of kids, literally kids. Why do you think that Anthony Taylor doesn't go on to fucking spaces anymore? Bamba doesn't go on spaces anymore. I barely go on spaces anymore. I can name so many fighters that have literally boycotted Twitter spaces all because of the drama. And whenever they go on there, what happens? Oh, you're a fucking journeyman, you're this, you're that. And yeah, we're gonna get fucking tight about that shit because I spend quite literally 4 to 8 hours a day in the gym. Multiple sessions. Like sometimes I'll just go 4 hours, boom, okay, I'm tired, let me go to bed. No, like it normally is two, two, two. Like I'm there a lot. And I don't even work at Church Street. I'm not even employed by them. Like that's the thing is like when you put your heart and your dedication into something and somebody just says, "Oh, you're a journeyman. Oh, fuck you. You don't deserve to be on this platform." Like it does hurt a little bit. It stings in the heart. And that's why, as fighters, a bunch of us are like, try to size each other up. It's just not fucking needed, bro. It's not fucking needed. But I won't boycott spaces for long because I do have that Tina fight and I do have to stir up some trauma. Trauma. I said trauma, but I do mean drama. Probably both. But I don't know. Like, it's just, it doesn't hurt anymore. It used to hurt. It used to fucking hurt. I used to cry. I used to fucking hate all of this shit, but now it doesn't because it's like, are they paying my bills? No. Shout out Hayabusa. Shout out GT Boxing. Shout out Adam. Shout out all of my sponsors. Huxley. They pay my bills. They do. Shout out all the cannabis brands too. They pay my bills. But do these sorry ass, and I'm sorry to say this, fans pay my bills? No, you guys aren't buying my merch. If you buy my merch, you get fucking extra shit with it because I'm so grateful to have support. But otherwise, you're just external noise that I don't need in my life.
Yeah, and I
You know?
think I think spaces used to be such like they did used to be like a positive way for people to connect with others in the community and kind of be able to talk with people, but it just became like the toxicity was always there, but it just kept festering and festering until it blew up into more than anybody really cared to deal with, which me personally, I haven't been on, or at least try to stay off spaces as much as possible.
I only go on crypto spaces now. They make me money. I literally, I literally from like all of the crypto projects and shit, like they're like, oh, here's an airdrop of an NFT worth like $500, and that's obviously where I come from, which is why I was on CFN because I originally started as an influencer, then I was a social media marketer for cryptocurrency, and then I became like a boxer. I have more intelligence beyond combat sports, so if I'm ever on Spaces now, it's literally to just listen to a crypto space to see what I could invest my money into. Money isn't everything, but I do want to be smarter because I'm gonna be hitting 30 in the next 5 years. Like, come on, man. Like, I just, if I'm on a boxing space, I don't want to get pressed by Irish Amber being like, oh, you a fucking bitch. But then when I see her in fucking person, her eat up her words and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like, no, like, talk to talk, walk the walk. If I say that you a bitch in person, like, or over online, I'm gonna say it in person. Like, and
Damn.
have I done that? You can ask Minicon. I pressed the fuck out of him in Jersey. He was there, mute as fuck. I said, I don't want you on my coast. Go back home after this chase fight. You're okay to be in this building? Because I also did know, obviously, Paul, and I did know the fucking promoter because my coach was a fucking pro under him and did a bunch of shows. So I didn't want to make a scene. But
Yeah.
Minicon ate his words. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't even need that. Like, he was just mute as fuck. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna fucking deal with that shit. And then you're gonna tell Ivan, oh, don't talk to Brooklyn, don't talk to this. Man, Ivan will drop you in a fucking second, Minicon. Shut the fuck up. Because even Ashton and Ivan Sills, shout out them, they know all the shit I went through. And then they saw me right before CFN. They're like, holy shit, you did that? Oh my God, you dropped that much weight? Oh my God. Watch my fucking shit. Same shit. Oh my God, you should have won. You got robbed. Like, come on. Put some fucking respect on my name. Don't fucking bandwagon. And the fact that Misfits fighters are still doing this, man, I'm the co-main event for Small Spartan J coming in November. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think it's been like going back to what you had said before, it really is like people don't think for themselves. It's almost like a hive mind thing, and
Mm-hmm.
it's almost for every single community. You know, you got the small creator hive mind, you got the misfits hive mind. It's kind of insane, and even
That
with
side of
me,
it's really
oh,
insane.
it's yeah, no, it's really it's really insane. And for me, being able to talk to some of these people that I initially was part of that kind of sheep hive mind kind of mindset, being able to talk to these people one on one and make my own opinions on them and being able to kind of see who they really are is what's important. And I don't think anybody, at
Oh,
least
I
I
can't
don't think a lot
wait.
of people are interested in doing that, honestly.
I can't wait because honestly, similar shit. I filmed your opponent coming up, not to spin it onto you, but your opponent coming up. I did a fucking podcast with him in Tennessee. Never uploaded it because of that high mind attitude. I can't wait for you and John to scrap. Like honestly, that's like the media scrap I've been waiting for. I have been
Ah.
waiting for. I hope it's in 12s because honestly, like John, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. But getting knocked out in 16 ounces and in headgear, I'm sorry, like, it's just, I get it, like, the small creators don't have, like, the money for a coach, they don't have the time or necessarily energy to go and get proper training, but it just really shows that there's levels, and I don't want to hear any bullshit now going forward saying that, oh, Brooklyn has never done a real fight. Man, my last fight was in 10-ounce clubs. My fight in New Jersey is 4 rounds and 10 ounces. I had to fucking, I'm sorry, Tina, I will say this, but I had to literally negotiate. I wanted 10-ounce gloves and I wanted 5 rounds. She didn't want that shit. She wanted 3 ounce or 3 rounds and 12-ounce gloves. And I'm like, well, are we gonna do it? Yeah, because I want to fucking make a point that I can still knock someone out in 12s, but there's just levels. There's fucking levels, and the small creator community. I've talked to like Lesra and Pat, even with their breakout people. Shout out Breakout. I'm not a Breakout fighter, but I will say it is good for an exhibition spar to like start your whole career off and then elevate from there because they are self-funded. We'll give them that. Good. Hats off to you, Lesnar and Pat. They actually put their own hardworking money into that. But I told them the difference between how like I am and how like Misfits, CFN, like Barstool Sports, everybody else is that they actually invest in their training. These people, they don't have time otherwise because they have like a backyard bag, they don't have a coach. And that's fine because again, there's levels. You don't see me trying to like fucking go on a WBA card and be like, hey, like, can I go up against you? No. That's asking for death. You don't play boxing. And that's
Yeah.
kind of what I learned this year is because I'm not gonna lie, I was playing boxing all the way up until my surgery. And then I got out of my surgery and I was like, nah, it's game time. Then I won against Katie, and people can say, oh, Brooklyn set that up. No, I didn't. Like that whole thing was not staged. The only thing that was staged was the beef. All right. You could say I fought a bum. People literally in boxing feed bums to you to padding up your record. You can say that all you want. But there's levels, all right? So that's all I'm gonna say. And also kick John's ass for me because he still is iffy. He's still iffy on me. Even though
Do you want me to leave that part of the interview?
yes, leave it in. Kick John's ass for me. I told him, you saw my comments. I was like, yo, stop being a pussy boy. Just hop in the ring. That's it. If you're gonna retire after, cool, but stop being a pussy boy. That's it. And I stand on that. Like anything you want to put in this fucking interview, I don't care. Cause I am unfiltered as fuck. I think now people have looked at Big Deal and they have like translated it into Brooklyn Barwick. That's not who I am. Like the second I hop off this interview, I'm a fucking do my impressions and I'm going to a fucking dispensary to like actually be with my people in uptown New York. Shout out Dyckman Street. Literally. Like
So I did want to ask you about this is has it been hard going from somebody who was a frequent smoker to having to continue
yes.
to box and kind of
Yes.
be off of it in a
Oh my
sense?
God. Yes. So here, right next to you, actually, fun fact. I don't want to like move this. Fun fact. I got so much edibles right next to me right now. I got this. I'm waiting for DKM. This is my best friend, Shondell. She has, if you guys have seen her, blonde hair girl. She works for Eureka Vapor. Shout out Eureka. She literally has like this specialized joint I've been waiting. I hope the fuck it doesn't dry out after this shit. We're doing my friend Baby Kate with It's a Vibe. I think I showed you my first I don't want to get it right now, but my first like fight with Nikki, I made like custom rolling papers. We're gonna be doing
Yes.
those. So they were like half of it, like a mini one and a limited edition one, obviously. We're gonna be doing similar to this to where it's like, oh, Brooklyn, you open it and then it's like my social medias, my email, you can do that shit. We
That's
doing a lot
sick.
of shit. Like the thing is that it is hard, yes, but also at the same time, it's like I felt so much better because I will give all the flowers to Mike. I felt so much better, like not being on anything, like not drinking, not smoking. I was like an elite level fighter. I'm not even kidding you. And the fact is I literally showed so much. People were like, "Oh, Brooklyn's fat." Bitch, where? I was 135 pounds. Yeah, I was chunky. I didn't have muscle. But then I went all the way down to 117 day before weigh-ins. About to get fined $2,000 because I overcut. So then I put out that video, if you saw, was me and Tom, of me being like, "Yo, I had to eat to make weight." Like it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing where I had to eat to make 119, and that's sad, bro. Like it feels better. Obviously, like my whole house, I'm looking at it. I see it's boxing, weed, pink, like shit for my cat, like things that I actually enjoy. So at the end of it, cannabis has always been my core thing, and I will always, always, always put that above anything else. Like I got kicked out of fucking cheer in high school all because I smoked weed. Like anything that I do, it will involve cannabis. Whether I release a strain, whether I do another joint paper package, like whatever the fuck it is, you see all of my sponsors are normally just weed. This one for ICS, it's all weed. It's Days Cannabis. Um,
That's right.
but
You are fighting on ICS. My bad. I forgot. I completely forgot about that.
yeah, no, I'm
I was
fighting
so hyped for
seven.
the DKM one, but I
I know
forgot.
I'm fighting. So this is actually legendary. I'm fighting 17 days. Like I have ICS in Atlantic City. 17 days later, DKM. Like I am the first influencer to do that. I will not. Like Paul has obviously done that, Paul Bamba, but he is a pro. He is a traditional pro, and I did get
Yeah.
that like obvious like idea from him, but no, like I am the first influencer to do it within 17 days. Arya's like the most she's done it is in like 20, I believe. But
Yeah, because she turned around and did another fight pretty quickly after the Cyborg fight, I think, right?
yeah, so and shout out to fucking Cyborg, man. Cyborg knows who I am.
I
That's I
saw
can
you got a
die
picture with
happy.
her. That is so cool.
Yeah, no, you saw that. She almost got a million views. Cyborg in Brooklyn in the building. Got to, got to. She's from the same fucking area as me. That she's nice as fuck. But yeah, no, even in oh my god. Even in fucking England, like I got like some fucking gummies. And I'm like, I'm such like a weed snob that I was like, yo, I didn't want to smoke after that. Granted, I did, but I was like, man, like I don't know. Like boxing and combat sports just go hand in hand, man.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to them. But also Arya, shout out to Arya. I know I keep saying shout out to Arya. That's actually one of my best friends, but um she actually like encouraged me to not be on any alcohol or anything because she's sober herself. She has gone on another journey, which one day you can like find out about, but she has been on another journey and she was like, you know what? We sat down in England and we were talking about this because I was like, I made a comment. I was like, oh, like let's grab a drink or something after, just because I'm a social drinker. I'll have like a glass of wine here and there.
Yeah.
No, she was like, Brooklyn, like we're high level athletes. We do this, we do that. She put it in perspective that like we would basically be killing our bodies, and I'm like, you know what? Valid. I'll stick to weed, but for now, I can't kill my lungs, so I'm sticking to edibles. So
Fair.
shout out, Tina. I hope you're doing your road work. I hope you're doing your road work. Because
Oh shit.
in those 3 rounds, like I shit you not, they're 3 rounds. I'm not gonna be fucking tired. I wasn't tired after Amber. I wasn't tired.
You were ready to go fourth round.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what the you know, the WBC representative, Raul, he went up to me. He was like, chill out. I'm like, dude, you said there was a fourth round. Why didn't we get a sanctioned fourth round? You see it. And when he walks to my corner, I'm like, I'm not freaking out because I thought I lost. I'm freaking out because I was like, dude, I wanted to knock this girl out. Give me an extra round so I can go, bah! Like, I was literally going to do. I had a whole plan. I had a whole plan. First round, feel her out. That's what I did. Second round, bang it out. Third round, bang it out. Fourth round, close it in. Like, oh, you can tell. A, the energy drinks are kicking in, and B, every time I talk about this, I really get triggered. Like, this is one of the things in life that is gonna like brand me. Like, ouch. I don't know. People want to hate on Big Deal, but 17 days. So we're doing the first crypto Web3 tournament between me and Blaze Babe. Again, people are like, oh, has Blaze Babe trained? Yes, Blaze Babe has been a fucking bodybuilder for 10 years. She did Taekwondo since she was fucking like 7 years old. She's like 35 right now. And fucking on top of that, when I started boxing, she started taking classes in Miami, then moves back to New York, then is at Hill Street, which is also another validated gym in New York. Like, put some respect on her name. Like, I think
So we're
people want
gonna
to
get a
FUD.
good scrap.
Yeah, no, I think people want to FUD my opponents. FUD is a crypto term. People want to hate on my opponents because, like, it's me that they're going against. Like, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you've seen Blaze, like, in my spaces, like, we're friends and shit. The only thing that stayed, I shit you not, is the beef. Because 9 out of 10 times, all of the, like, even Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, oh, hey, we met each other in the amateurs. Okay, we have to do this bout. We're getting paid like $1 million for this. All right, Like, keep it professional, keep it real. All right, face off. Nice. See you in the ring. Have a great day. In the traditional pros, it's not like, fuck you, bitch. You look like a whore. Like, it's not like that.
Yeah.
What I don't like about Misfits right now is that it's really staging to be WWE to where it is staged. And there's a lot of favoritism, there's a lot of shit, and it's actual insanity to me. But the reason why I love working with DKM, I can't really speak for ICS because I haven't really worked with them yet. But
Yeah.
the reason why I like working with Danny is Danny's going to be my United Kingdom representative, and he's told me, hey, this is what DKM is. DKM was originally a pro show. He only converted to influencers because in retrospect, he's making more money by putting these small creators on there. Because again, as much as people want to hate on like Shakur Stevenson and like all of these other people, they had to build themselves up. The pros, I shit you not, Michael had to like literally sit me down and be like, the amount of purses that you get, you think is low, but this is the price point for these pros, and they have to pay the sanctioning fee. They have to pay for their own team to go out there. They have to pay for their flights. They have to pay for their foods. There's no per diem. There's no sponsors that want to like sponsor these people because they're like fighters, legit fighters with like 800 followers, but like have no social pull. So that's the reason why I'm like really excited to work with DKM, especially because the fact that now that I'm going to be a frequent flyer going to England is just insane. And like the opportunities that I've already gotten with them, I was supposed to fight Melanie yesterday, but budgeting and just personal shit within my camp, like an injury I had, like I couldn't do it. And it's not like I pulled out. I literally, quite literally, I have all these WhatsApp fucking messages with Sid Mogul, I believe, is or Mogul. I don't know. If I'm butchering your name, Sid, I'm sorry. But who is Carla's manager and Melanie's manager? We were in that WhatsApp chat trying so goddamn hard to make this fight happen. I've never pulled out of a fight. Like the difference is that influencers just want to go in for, oh, I want like 10K. No, like I legit want to be in the ring. I want to make Brooklyn Barwick the biggest deal, no pun intended, in women's combat sports. Like,
So
it's
you
actual
truly caught the
insanity.
boxing bug.
Yeah, no. My mom actually told me 2 years of celibacy, 2 years of focusing on boxing, and my dad literally says the second that I step onto Mexican soil, because my dad lives in Mexico. I think if you watch my content, I did a whole training camp before IFL there. Like the second I step into Mexico, he's putting $10,000 into my career. He said in pesos, but it is going to be in USD. But imagine the amount of pesos just because like 1 peso is like 5 cents. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be like, oh shit, I look like a millionaire, but it's fucking 10,000 USD. Here you go.
That's
Like
actually
the
awesome.
thing is, my mom didn't even like my mom didn't like that I was a boxer up until honestly CFN. She flew out for IFL. My dad and my stepmom obviously came from Mexico. My friends came from New York, and I had people from Vegas and Florida come as well, and Orange County. And obviously they were just there to kind of like be a support system, but nobody truly was thinking that I was gonna like actually succeed in this. I actually cut off like one of my uncles. Like a lot of people don't know this. I cut off my uncle Steven because he literally told me and my mom, Brooklyn's not gonna make it in boxing. She's gonna die. Oh, bet? Alright, cool. Look what happened. 5 fucking bouts later, I'm still the biggest deal in boxing. And we're going traditional pro in 2026. So
Wow, okay. That's
I know.
big. That's
That is big.
huge.
That is. We talked to Cornflake. He is the WBA holder, and he's the one that owns RSP. Like I said prior, he has a really good relationship with Paul and Michael because they both have been on his cards and sold out exceptionally. We're gonna do that shit. We're gonna make me the biggest deal, whether it be on Misfits, whether it be on fucking CFN, whether it be on like Disney Plus. Like I've gotten so many offers to a point where it's like, all right, like we have to do this because it's right now, do or die. Like you have to do it now, or else it's not gonna happen. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at.
I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Little side note here. has nothing to do with anything that we talked about. But
Oh God, what?
what kind of energy drink are you drinking?
I don't know. It was 95 cents at Lidl, but it tastes like a fucking Red Bull.
Interesting. All
I
right.
know. I know. It was
I love me
95
some
cents.
energy drinks.
Sugar free, calories. I will tell you something off camera that I am developing. I do love energy drinks. Let's put it at that.
Oh shit! No way. Oh snap. Oh snap. Obviously, I don't want to take up all your time, but I will leave you with the signature Lil Joey last question. If you have a message to your fans or your haters or Tina or
Please,
your
babe.
yeah,
Anybody.
anybody, what is
Um,
your message?
I actually do want to like say this to my haters. And then I'll go to my supporters. Opponents, I'll see you in the ring. Like I don't really need to talk to you. But to my haters, I get it. I am very much a hit or miss personality. You either love me or you fucking hate me. But in 5 years, when you guys are having to regroup and reprocess what you've done in combat sports and you don't have the opportunities because influencer boxing has died out, I wish you well. And I wish that you invest this money into something, getting like a house, doing a business, like making shit for yourselves. This even goes to like those fan haters. Like, bro, you don't pay my bills. You really don't. You don't support me. All you just do is you watch my fights to watch me fuck someone up or get fucked up. There's no in between at that point. If you think that like you're gonna come up to me and it's going to make me like, oh, boo-hoo. Like, no, honey. Like I told you, Joey, Amber, the Irish Amber tried to push me. She pushed me. I knew there was a security guard right there who was about to actually like escort her out, flipped her off with a smile. I'm like, yo, yeah, who's in the stands and who's on the stage? There's levels to this. So thank you so much to my haters, like for actually investing their brain occupation with Big Deal Barwick because in the end, who's mad? It's not me. And to my supporters, to my gym, to my coach, to Sid, who is also my friend, but mostly to my coach, Michael. Thank you so much for believing in me, honestly, because without you guys, like I would still be in this cycle of me being heartbroken, of me just not finding who I am. And I'm very much blessed that I have Michael in my corner, that even out of that ring, you guys don't see it out of the ring, but I be texting him with all the questions and all the concerns and the anxiety that I have because I do suffer from a lot of anxiety. Like, he's there. He's there. And I cannot thank him enough for risking his career for me. If you guys really, and I will, this is my last shout out, please look up Michael Hughes. That's my one homework for everybody that's watching this. Look him up. He is the Golden Gloves champion of New York City. He had a great pro career, and now he's my coach. Like, he has other fighters, but I claim him. I'm the female badass of his roster. So I just want to thank him, thank Church Street, thank my supporters, even thanking you, Joey, because honestly, like you've been through ups and downs. Like you supported me, you disliked me, you were there, you were not. Like the fact is, the brain occupation is there, and in 5 years, big deal is actually going to be a big deal. So thank you, and thank you to my mom for birthing a legend.
Let's go. I love it. I love it. Everybody, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, I'm going to leave all of Brooklyn's links down in the description so you can check it out on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all those different things.
Everything,
Everything.
200,000 followers.
Yeah. Go check it out. And this episode will be up on Spotify very, very soon. Don't forget to use code LilJoey for 10% off your update order. And don't forget to use code Joey20 for 20% off your Battle Bars order. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. This was so much fun. And I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Peace.